Hi y'all. When to harvest and how to harvest your crop in your survival garden. Okay, this example right here is potatoes, daikon radish, and onions. Okay, now these are onions right here. Okay, they always tell you to pull your onions that are going to seed, but you can leave them in the ground. They'll come back next year. You know, your whole idea is to try to survive, right? So, but I pulled a couple right here. Notice how I got the flower heads out there? Now I've got onions down there, and I got the stalk that I could use for a soup, and I could also use the ends there for a soup. Well, let me put that in there. Okay. Now, this is the daikon radish right here. See that? They look like carrots. Okay, it's about 3 of them to a pound. So I got about 7 pounds in there, 7 or 8 pounds in there. But, and these are potatoes right here. See these potatoes right here? They're a pretty good size, right? And you always hear, I want you to look at this. You see right here? You see how there are no flowers on that potato? See how there are no flowers on that potato? Okay. No flowers. This is daikon radish. See how it's going to seed? I ate some of these seed pods when they were, just coming out, and they were sweet. They're really sweet. I'm gonna cut these up. Hopefully I won't get sick. If I do get sick when I eat some of these, I'll know I can't eat those seed pods, right? At that stage anyways. But, and I've also got, dang, I'm stepping on my wheatgrass right here, but you see how this is supposed to be a drought tolerant garden, but it's been raining. It's been raining for almost a whole month, and it's bad in here. But, so you have the myth. You've got that myth on potatoes to where you don't harvest them until they start to flower, and then you know that they're creating a, they're creating a potato. But yeah, as you can see here, I've already got some potatoes, and they're not going good because I have too much water. See that I've got too much water in there. This whole row should be filled, but right in here looks a little rough. But anyways, when you harvest these potatoes, you're still going to get your little bitty seed potatoes right here, right? And they're not going to sprout yet. There's another one in here somewhere that I missed. Oh, right here. I got 2 of them, okay? So you take these and you just hang on to them, because these will make a potato. Now look right here. See right here? I got about, I don't know, maybe 15 in there that have already started to sprout. Okay? So I'm going to start putting these in a little egg carton. I'm going to clean them up. And I'm going to put these that are sprouting right like this. And there's enough food here for about a week. For maybe a couple people if you could mix it in with the rice. And it's pretty bad in here, so I haven't really been able to do anything. But I'm just going to go ahead, where I sprouted these, I'm just going to go ahead and drop one in here. Now I've learned not to go too deep when you got a lot of water. Okay, I'm just going to set it right there. And I'm going to set another one about right here. Just going to set it in there. I want that sucker to break and get some sun quick. Okay? And I'm going to line the whole thing up. Now, the whole idea is you want to get food in that ground all the time. And on top of that, I should give you a show and tell, but on top of that, I got weeds growing in here. And, I ate some of these, I ate one of these flowers in here, and it kind of like made me sick, man. But if you find something that doesn't make you sick, you can cook it up, and, you still might get sick down the road, but, if you're surviving, this is extreme survival. And you got to do what you got to do, okay? Now, I can't go in there and harvest. We can't harvest in there because there's too much water in there, and that's the wheat field right here. That's the onion patch, and 3 rows of potatoes, and I got peanuts. You want to plant peanuts, just buy a bag of raw peanuts and just plant them in the ground. That's what we did over here. Raw peanuts, $1.50 a bag for like a 1 pound bag, and you got about 1,000 peanuts. So I got them in a row, but I can't talk about it because I can't get in there. So anyways, you do not have to harvest all your food in one shot. You could harvest it as you're going along. That's the main point here. Just harvest as you go along, and then eventually these seed potatoes are going to sprout again, and you just plant them again. Okay, when they sprout, they're going to sprout when they want to, and you just keep it going. All right. Let me go ahead and do a walkthrough through here. Still got some video time. Okay, so look, you got to be really careful when you harvest wild plants, because you could really get sick, you know. But there's a lot of wild stuff in here, and I think it was one of these purple ones that I ate. I thought it was clover, but I don't know what it is. But you know, got a pretty strong salicylic acid taste. This is that Indian corn. Notice how it's doing so much better. This is native Indian popcorn. I think I'm just gonna go and just start growing native Indian corn. Okay. There's onions over there from last year. Got some more corn in there. I can't walk in there, but a lot of that's corn and watermelon. And that watermelon patch right here ain't doing good. More corn. We had strong winds come through here. See how that corn's all beaten up? It's kind of hard to walk in here. More onions. And that radish. The radish only gives you 20 calories a pound, okay? But it's filled with a lot of nutrients. It's got a whole bunch of vitamin C in there, and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's got a lot of the essential nutrients. Everything except I think it's vitamin B12. The only way you could get vitamin B12 is from animals. Okay, but see how it's all flooded in here? So you could get potatoes, and I got the peanuts right here. You need peanuts for peanut oil, you know. I'm gonna go in here and see if I can go in here if I don't sink. Oh shit! This is what the peanuts look like. See that? And they all came from a 1 pound bag of peanuts that only cost $1.50. Okay. And of course, a whole bunch of squash and all kinds of other stuff in there. Not sure what it is. Whoa. All right. Just a quick tour here. I got moringa. 4 of the 6 moringas that I planted showed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, 5. I think that's what the moringa looks like when it's coming up. See that little leaves right there? See that? Okay. 3 out of the 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of the 6 came up. Okay. And let me cover this right here. So this is that Asian bean right here. See how that's really going strong? Asian bean could take a lot of water. This is beets right here. Of course, you could always eat the beet leaves, right? And more Asian bean to climb up on this trellis. And then here's some potatoes again. See how those potatoes look like they're doing really good in this red soil compared to the sandy loam over there? So this red soil with leaves is working really good. And of course, a lot of corn. A lot of corn in there. Had to plant something in there, so we just put corn in there. But anyways, the point is this. You do not have to harvest your potatoes or whatever 3 months out or 110 days out. I mean, I think I planted those potatoes at the very end of March. Okay? March. So 6 weeks, I already got a good sized potato. 2 of them, okay? I think there was 2 plants in there. Well, I got a lot, maybe three good sized potatoes. So it's the way to go. And then of course you keep that seed potato and then you plant it right away when it starts to create that spud. So it's possible to make it happen. And this is a half, it's a half acre right here. And I'm going to try to make silage out of some of this corn. But we'll see how it goes. But it's a pretty good feeling knowing that 6 weeks after you plant some crops, really it's shorter than that, because that daikon radish, I could have harvested a while back, like a month and a half ago, 6 weeks ago. And it has nutrients. See, you could lose weight, but as long as you keep your nutrients up, and you have to go to, you could research the nutrients on all these different vegetables, but peanuts, potatoes, and that daikon radish will give you a lot of nutrients, pretty much everything you need. Not everything, but a lot. It's kind of like rice and beans. And of course, once the Asian beans kick up, I'll have beans, beets, and I ate some of these leaves already. I went and cleaned them up and ate them. And more leaves right here, because you could eat the leaves on the Asian bean. All right, it's workable. I've got to do another video because I got new subscribers. I got to do another video on how to set up the survival garden. This is my 4th year doing this, and I set this up for an extreme drought, and it hasn't stopped raining in like a whole month. So it's holding up pretty good considering everything. Okay, see y'all later. Hope this helps somebody out.